You stood in the shower this morning, grabbed the same soap or body wash you've used for years, and probably didn't think twice about it. Most of us don't. Today, we're ranking 7 popular US soap brands from worst to best. By the end of this video, you'll know which products are mostly selling you scent and lather, which ones are merely mediocre, and which one gives the best balance of gentleness, affordability, and real-world daily use for most people. Let's start at the bottom. Number 7. Worst, Old Spice Swagger Body Wash. Coming in dead last is Old Spice Swagger Body Wash. This one earns the bottom spot because it combines almost every red flag you want to avoid in a daily cleanser if you have even slightly sensitive skin. Available ingredient listings show sodium lauryl sulfate, also known as SLS, along with fragrance, benzyl alcohol, and synthetic dyes such as blue 1 and yellow 5. The biggest problem here is SLS. It is one of the harsher cleansing surfactants used in personal care products, and while it absolutely removes oil and dirt, it can also strip too much of your skin's natural surface lipids in the process. That tight, super clean feeling after a hot shower might feel satisfying for 5 seconds, but for a lot of people, it's really just dryness in disguise. Then you add fragrance. And on American labels, fragrance often appears as just one word: fragrance. That sounds harmless, but it does not tell you what's actually inside the scent blend. For people with fragrance sensitivity, eczema-prone skin, or a history of contact irritation, that matters. The dyes don't add any skin benefit at all. They're there for visual branding, not performance. So what are you really paying for here? Mostly smell, foam, and a masculine image. Price-wise, it's not even especially cheap. You're typically looking at around $8 to $10 depending on the bottle size. So you're paying a mid-range price for a formula that leans hard into scent and lather instead of skin friendliness. Old Spice Swagger ranks worst because it gives you the most aggressive trade-off: more irritation risk, more unnecessary additives, and no real skin health upside. Think that was shocking? Wait until you see what's next. Number 6, Axe Phoenix Body Wash. At number 6 is Axe Phoenix Body Wash. Axe does slightly better than Old Spice, but only slightly. Yes, some current versions are paraben-free, and that's a small improvement, but once you look past that, you're still dealing with a formula built around heavy fragrance, synthetic dyes, and ethoxylated sulfate surfactants. This is a product designed first and foremost to smell strong. That's the whole brand identity. The issue is that a strong scent almost never helps your skin. It usually means you're adding a bigger fragrance burden for no cleansing benefit. Ingredient listings for Axe Phoenix commonly include things like sodium C12 to 13 perith sulfate, cocamidopropyl-betaine, fragrance, and dyes such as blue 1 and red 33. That does not mean it is automatically dangerous in normal rinse-off use. It means it is a poor choice if your goal is to minimize avoidable irritation. A lot of these mainstream body washes are not disastrous for everyone. But if you're ranking them based on what is most compatible with healthy, low irritation daily cleansing, fragrance-heavy formulas fall fast. Price is one of Axe's biggest strengths. It's usually in the $7 to $8 range, and sometimes less per ounce in larger sizes or packs. But a low price does not automatically make a cleanser a good buy if what you're saving in dollars you're paying back in skin dryness or sensitivity. Axe lands at number 6 because it's cheap, popular, and heavily scented, but still not built with skin gentleness in mind. Just wait until you hear about number 1. Number 5, Dial Gold Antibacterial Liquid Hand Soap. At number 5, we have Dial Gold Antibacterial Liquid Hand Soap. This one is more complicated because on paper, it actually avoids some of the problems found in the earlier entries. It is often marketed as free from SLS, SLES, parabens, and phthalates, which sounds like a big step up, and in some ways, it is. But Dial Gold has one issue that keeps it out of the top half: benzalkonium chloride. That's the active antibacterial ingredient, and for a lot of consumers, that sounds reassuring. The problem is that for ordinary day-to-day home use, antibacterial soap has never really earned the halo it was given. Plain soap and water are already highly effective for routine washing, and antibacterial positioning often adds more marketing appeal than practical benefit. Benzalkonium chloride can also be irritating for some users, especially with frequent repeated hand washing. Add in fragrance, dyes, and fragrance allergens like linalool and coumarin, and now you have a hand soap that is inexpensive and accessible, but still not especially elegant from a skin health perspective. To be fair, this product is not trying to be a luxury facial cleanser. It is a cheap antibacterial hand soap, and if someone specifically wants that category, Dial does the job. But in a ranking based on overall skin tolerance and formulation quality, it gets penalized because the antibacterial feature is not especially necessary for most people, while the irritation risk is still there. Price is low, usually around $2.49 for a pump bottle, which helps it. But affordability only takes you so far when the formula is still carrying avoidable baggage. Dial Gold lands at number 5 because it is functional and cheap, but not the smartest everyday choice for skin comfort. But the next one is on a whole different level. Number 4, Soft Soap Fresh Breeze Liquid Hand Soap. At number 4 is Soft Soap Fresh Breeze. This is the classic budget liquid hand soap. Cheap, familiar, easy to find, and good enough for people who never think about ingredients. And compared with some harsher body washes, it does rank a little better, but it's still far from ideal. Typical ingredient listings include sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLES, plus fragrance, cocamidopropyl betaine, and synthetic dyes like Blue 1 and Red 33. Now, SLES is generally considered milder than SLS. That matters. It means soft soap is not hitting your skin quite as aggressively as something like Old Spice Swagger. But it can still be drying, especially on the hands, where people wash repeatedly throughout the day. And again, the same pattern appears. Fragrance and dyes add branding value, not skin value. Soft soap's biggest advantage is price. It is one of the cheapest products on this list, often around $1.29 for a small pump, with large refill bottles offering even better value. So if someone wants a very low-cost liquid hand soap and doesn't have sensitive skin, this is at least a more basic, less over-engineered option than an antibacterial formula. That said, it still doesn't offer much beyond basic cleansing. No real barrier support angle, no sensitive skin positioning that inspires confidence. Just low-cost soap in a recognizable bottle. Soft soap ranks 4th because it is simple, inexpensive, and less problematic than the bottom 3, but still not something you'd choose if skin gentleness is the priority. Number 3, Irish Spring Original Clean Bar Soap. Cracking the top 3 is Irish Spring Original Clean Bar Soap. This might surprise some people because Irish Spring has a strong reputation for being one of the harsher, more fragrance-forward bar soaps on the shelf. And yes, that reputation exists for a reason. This bar still contains fragrance and synthetic dyes like Green 8 and Green 3, and it is absolutely not the product you'd hand to someone with highly reactive or eczema-prone skin. It is still very much a deodorant-style bar built around a distinct scent profile. So why does it rank above the liquid products below it? Because despite the fragrance-forward formula, it is still a relatively simple, affordable bar format that avoids some of the clutter common in highly perfumed body washes. It also offers one of the strongest values on the list. A 12-pack for around $8 is hard to ignore. That makes Irish Spring an interesting middle ground product. It's not gentle, it's not minimalist, it's not sensitive skin safe in the way the top 2 are. But it's also not pretending to be something it's not. It's a cheap, classic deodorant bar soap for people who want a familiar, clean feeling and don't mind fragrance. This is where price really changes the ranking. If 2 products are imperfect, but one is dramatically cheaper, easier to store, and simpler in formula format, that matters. Irish Spring takes number 3 because it is good value, widely available, and less overloaded than the heavily scented liquid washes, even though it's still not ideal for sensitive skin. Number 2, Dr. Bronner's Baby Unscented Pure Castile Bar Soap. At number 2 is Dr. Bronner's Baby Unscented Pure Castile Bar Soap. From an ingredient list perspective, this is the cleanest formula in the entire ranking. You are looking at a very short list centered on organic oils like coconut, olive, hemp, and jojoba, with no synthetic fragrance, no dyes, no parabens, and no detergent-style sulfate cleansers. If you're the kind of person who flips a product over and wants to actually understand what you are reading, Dr. Bronner's immediately stands out. And the fact that this version is yun-scented matters a lot. No fragrance means fewer avoidable triggers for people who are sensitive to scented products. It also means the formula is not trying to hide behind perfume. So why is this not number one? Because there is one important trade-off. This is still true soap. That sounds like a good thing, and from a minimalist ingredient perspective, it often is. But true soap made with alkali can still be a little drying for some people, especially on the face or in people with already compromised skin. So Dr. Bronner's wins on purity, simplicity, and transparency, but it loses some points on universal, everyday gentleness. Then there is the price. At roughly $4 to $5 per bar, it is not outrageously expensive, but it is significantly pricier per ounce than mainstream multi-packs. That means Dr. Bronner's is one of the best choices here for someone who values a minimal ingredient list and fragrance-free cleansing. But it is not the most practical all-around winner for the average household. That is why it takes second place. Number 1, Best Dove Sensitive Skin Beauty Bar. And taking the top spot is Dove Sensitive Skin Beauty Bar. This is the best all-around choice for most people because it balances the things that actually matter in everyday use: low irritation risk, broad availability, mainstream affordability, and a formula designed to cleanse without leaving skin stripped. Dove Sensitive Skin stands out because it avoids many of the biggest common problems all at once. It is typically sold as fragrance-free, hypoallergenic, and free from parabens, phthalates, synthetic dyes, and sulfate cleansers. That alone already puts it ahead of most mass-market cleansers. But the bigger reason it wins is that Dove has long positioned this bar around skin comfort rather than aggressive foam or overpowering scent. It contains mild cleansing agents and moisturizing components that make it feel less harsh than traditional soap bars for a lot of users. And unlike the more minimalist but pricier Dr. Bronner's bar, Dove Sensitive Skin is built for the mainstream shopper who wants something gentle and easy to buy in bulk. A typical 8-pack for around $12.99 gives it a strong value advantage, especially considering how often sensitive skin products get overpriced. This is why Dove Sensitive Skin ends up number 1. It may not be the purest, most old-school ingredient list on the shelf, but if you're judging by the full picture, skin tolerance, price, convenience, and formulation balance, it gives the best overall performance for most people. So here's the real lesson hiding in the soap aisle. The worst products are usually the ones that chase fragrance, foam, color, and branding at the expense of skin comfort. If you're shopping for the best overall option, Dove Sensitive Skin Beauty Bar is the safest mainstream bet for most people. If you want the shortest, cleanest ingredient list and don't mind paying more, Dr. Bronner's Baby Unscented is an excellent runner-up. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe for more makeup reveals.